crew, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the crew, my name is Natasha B, and this channel is all about beauty, business, travel, and inspiration. So with that, let's get right into the video. Okay, so as you can see, today's video is all about going to school and being a flight attendant. So I've actually gotten this question a lot as well, so I wanted to go ahead and address it in a video for you guys. Now, this kind of piggybacks a little bit off of my pros and cons video when I talked about the flexibility and things with the schedules. Now, with my regional company, there wasn't really any flexibility whatsoever. So if you were to go to school and be a flight attendant with the regional company that I was personally with, then you would honestly need to do nothing but online classes. Now, if you're looking to actually go onto campus and do classes, I don't really recommend it being a flight attendant, but I mean, if you decide to go somewhere, I would go somewhere where you're actually based so that you're not commuting back and forth to school. In DC, where I'm at, you know, if you went to like Howard or something like that, then sure, it'd be absolutely no problem because you're based there, you can go to school there, you know, it would really work out for you. Like I said, with being with my regional company, the flexibility just wasn't there for you to actually go on campus or stuff like that. Yeah, it literally, y'all, it just wasn't really there. And then two, you got less off days with my regional company than you do my mainline company. So that's another thing that you would also have to consider, how many off days you have within a month to be able to go to class. I really wouldn't recommend trying to go to school and be a flight attendant if you're trying to go to school like at the actual campus, unless you had a line. I would personally do that kind of stuff when I have a line, so that way you can really like block your days together how you see fit, and you know what you're gonna do, when you're gonna do it, what time you're gonna be off, and all that kind of stuff, and you can bid for certain things to be off by a certain time so that you can like try and make it to class or something like that. Like, I mean, sometimes things don't always happen according to schedule when it comes to the aviation industry, so you do have to take that in consideration. You know, you may be late to class, or you know, you may end up missing class altogether sometimes because of delays or whatever the case may be. So, you know, that's something you also need to take into consideration. But just overall, being a flight attendant, I would just personally recommend that you do online courses. But like I said, if you do decide to go to an actual campus, then I would definitely recommend it be with a company that has a very flexible schedule. And when I say flexible, I mean like maybe you can like drop a day if you say you need some extra studying because you have a test the next day, or you know, certain things like that. You can move days around, you know, if something comes up at school, or you know, that type of thing. Like, you don't really want to be stuck with a certain schedule and then you can't even go to class because now you have to make sure you go to work. So that's a situation you definitely don't want to put yourself in, because you know, you don't want to jeopardize losing your job. So yeah, definitely check into the flexibility of your company. Sometimes with regionals, it is quicker to get a line. Say on average, it's quicker to get a line at a regional than it is a mainline. So maybe what I would probably recommend is that whenever you do get a line, then start classes versus doing it while you're on reserve. That's just my personal 2 cents, you know, because for those who have asked about it, that's pretty much what I have told anyone that has asked. So anyone that didn't ask, this is the information for you, because I'm sure there are more people that want the same information. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this video as far as going to school and being a flight attendant. It's definitely doable, it's definitely possible. But like I said, you just need to make sure you understand how your company operates, and whether or not you will be able to go to school while being on reserve. Or if you are on reserve and you're able to somehow finesse it to where you can go to school in the same city that you're based, something like that. I definitely wouldn't recommend trying to commute to school. That is a huge no-no. I definitely would not recommend that. But hey, you know, we're all grown here, so do what you're gonna do. But I would just recommend either going to school in like the hometown that you actually live in. But personally, I think it would be best if you just went to school where you're actually based. So that way, as soon as you get off work, you can just drive straight to school, or drive straight from school, head to work, however that may work. So it'll just be best if you it'll be easier on you if you just went on ahead and did that. I know right now with my current situation, with the way our schedules are set up, and you know, the schools that are around in the area that I'm based in, it would definitely be doable for me to be able to go to school. And honestly, with the days off or whatever, you would literally have to make sure you have a few online classes, maybe mixed with some classes that you would have to take on campus. just depending, that's pretty much how I would set my schedule up. I would have like a little bit of both, a mixture of both. I mean, honestly, if you're not hurting for the money, then it's fine to just drop days every single month. It's no penalty for you. So that would technically work out. But if you really need the money and you don't need to drop any days, then I see it being very doable. On average, we have a good 12 days off a month. So if you split that up into 4, then that means you can have like 3 days off a week. So as long as you bulk your classes into those 3 days off for the week, then it's possible. But you know, girl, sometimes you're gonna get tired, so I'm just saying. But I mean, if you were to, like I said, if you're able to mix some online classes with some classes with going to school, then it would definitely be a lot more doable, so that you're not just so exhausted. But yeah, I hope this answered any questions for you guys. If you have any more questions, please leave them down in the comments below. If you are currently going to school and you are a flight attendant, please, you know, comment down below. Let us know how it's working for you, any advice you would like to give, any recommendations, anything like that. Yeah, guys, that wraps up this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, promote the video. So thanks for that. But yeah, definitely make sure you subscribe. If you have not subscribed yet, I don't know what you're doing, sis. I don't know what you're doing. So go ahead and subscribe, join the family, join the sub crew team. And yeah, guys, share the video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.